First bite. Mmm. So tender, juicy, and so yummy. I'm so happy. Hello, welcome to Jelly's Kitchen. Today we are making pork asado. Come and join me. So here we already have marinated the pork asado. I marinated it for overnight. So now it's ready for frying. But before we fry it, just make sure we remove all the onions and tomatoes. I marinated it with black pepper, tomatoes, and a lot of onions. So before we put it in our frying pan, just make sure it's all free from any thing from marinating. I want it to totally dried up, so it's safer while frying it. You don't get burned with the oil. Also, in frying it, make sure you put the fat part, so it will be like this. There's the fat. You put it on your frying pan like this. So it needs to be brown in all sides of the pork, so we have to turn it to the other side. See, this is the advantage of drying the pork asado before frying it. There is no oil splattering, so it's safer while frying. After frying, we will put it in the oven for 1 hour. So the pork asado now is all brown in each side. So now we will put it into the oven. When we put it into the oven, the fat part will be on top, like this. So this is now ready to go into the oven for 1 hour with the lid on. So now the oven is set at 350 for 1 hour. So the pork asado will go into the oven now. So while the pork asado is in the oven, it is time for us to do the sauce. So the sauce is the marinating agent. This consists of 3 large onions and a pound of tomato, salt and pepper. Also, I add bay leaves. And we will just toss this out into the pot where we fried the pork asado. So all we have to do is to keep simmering it until it becomes smooth. This will be the sauce for the pork asado. So our pork asado is now done. So we have to take it out of the oven. So now is the waiting time. We have to wait until it cools down before we can slice it. So folks, here is our sauce. And this is our pork asado. We'll just wait in a little bit till we can eat. So now we can slice it, but before we can do that, we need to cut the string first. I was able to buy the pork asado, which is already tied up with a string. So this is nice because this way the meat is kept as a whole. So when we slice it, it's nice. You just need to be careful while cutting off the string, because you don't want to pull out any part of the meat. Now we successfully removed the string without pulling any part of the meat. So now we can slice it. In slicing the meat, there is also a technique. It has to be across the thread of the meat. So we can now start slicing it across. It's still a little bit hot. Oh, this is nice and pretty. So I want you to see how nice it is. That is the advantage of the pork asado with a string on. It's nice and juicy. So let us finish cutting it so we can plate it and we can eat. So we're done slicing it. We now pour the sauce in our platter. Some people would like the sauce creamy and smooth, so they put it first in the blender. But in my case, I like it chunky. So I skip putting the sauce in the blender. So let us now then pour the sauce in our platter. I think we have more than enough. So let us now then put our pork adobo on top of the sauce. I want it to fix it a little bit first before putting the pork asado on top, so he can arrange it. Here is now our finished product, pork asado, asadong baboy. Manganta na po. I'm sure I will enjoy this. pouring the sauce on top. Oh, this is really good. You can see. First bite. So tender, juicy, and so yummy. I'm so happy. This is really good. I feel I am back home. This is as good as it can be. Manyaman niya po. This is really good. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and see you next time.